Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we've got the 2000 point Battlehost battle report for you, and it's going to be between cities of Sigmar, Anvilgard, and Legion Nagash, Grand Host of Nagash. So we're going to be playing the scenario called Border War. This is one of my favourite scenarios. I really do like this and Battle for the Past. They're two of my favourite scenarios in the GHB 2020, although this one is from the core rulebook. I couldn't see whether GHB 2020 had an updated version of it. Might have missed it, but we played the 2019 version of this straight out of the core rulebook. Now, this mission is pretty simple. Your objective that you have is worth 1 point to you. The two objectives in the middle of the table are worth 2, and your opponent's home objective is worth 4 victory points. Whoever scores the most victory points at the end of turn 5 wins the game. And of course, your opponent flips those victory points. Their objective's worth 1 to them, but your objective's worth 4 to them. So it's sort of capture the flag with these side pieces as well. It's a really cool scenario. But let's get looking into the armies and get started with this all. Alright, so we've got my Cities of Sigmar army here today. Scourge Privateer focused as always. Got 40 Scourge Privateers, another 40 Scourge Privateers, 10 Scourge Privateers, the Charybdis, and 3 Chariots, with the Fleet Master making the Charwind Beast Hunters Battalion. Everything there is going to get +1 to wound monsters. I've then got 2 units of Aetherwings at the back. The Dreadlord on Black Dragon. He's going to have the Venom Fang Blade, so he can hopefully do a bit of damage, and the Jutting Bones mount trait. The Charybdis obviously has Fell Gaze as always. 10 Dread Spears here for 2 Sorceresses to sacrifice as always. And the General is going to have the Drake Scale Cloak for a 5-up invulnerable save. This Sorceress here with a Sand on her base, she's going to be the General's Adjutant, and the unit of 10 Black Ark Corsairs will be the Honoured Retinue. Today we're playing Legions of Nagash. Any particular legion?
Grand Host of Nagash.
Awesome.
What else? So we've got the big man here. He's carrying command trait of Lord of Nagashazar, so everyone gets +1 attacks within 6 inches of him. We've got 30 Reapers, which will all be re-rolling missed hits. We've got 20 Chain Rasps just for a bit of cannon fodder, not doing anything special. We've got some Dire Wolves, something fast to run up the front. Not the General, but the Necromancer is giving double pile-in and attack within 9 inches, I believe.
Yeah, Van Hel's Dance Macabre. I know that spell all too well.
Okay, hopefully I get a chance to use it today. And that's going to be used, hopefully, by the Skellies, running up in a group of 40 with spears for range.
Awesome. Haven't played Legion of Nagash in a long time, and I have not played the big man in a long time either. So this is going to be fun. We'll go with deployment, and we'll come back after all of that. So, armies are deployed on this side of the table. We have the Scourge Privateers, Cities of Sigmar. We've got the Scourge Runner Chariots to the back. Dread Spears here. Sorceress. If you're wondering what all these little black markers on the table are, they're the grave sites. They're spread out all over the table. We've then got the Dreadlord and Black Dragon, the Honoured Retinue behind the Adjutant and the General. We've got 40 Corsairs back here, screened off by the other 40 Corsairs, combat at front, shooting behind. 3 Aetherwings and another 3 Aetherwings over on this side. And yeah, we've got the Charybdis in the center there, and our General is here. Sorceress is there. Over on the other side, we've got the Night Haunt part of the Legion Nagash army on the flank opposing my Chariots and Dragon. Then got the Skeletons holding up the center, and Nagash sort of off-center there, supporting the Skeletons, and the Necromancer is just there, hanging out at the back behind it all. And then we've got the Doggos over there as well. Legion Nagash finished deploying first, and Cities of Sigmar are going to get the first turn, so let's go into it. Start of the hero phase. First hero phase, I'm going to get D3 command points to begin with, thanks to my Allegiance ability. So I'm going to get D3 extra for another 3. I'm also then going to get 1 because it's my first turn, and then another 1 because I have a battalion. And then on a 4+, I'll get 1 because my Adjutant is near my General. Which I do, so I'm going to start with 6 command points turn 1. So let's go into some magic. Magic to begin with. The first Sorceress there at the back, she here is going to cast the Umbral Spell Portals. So let's see if we get it off. On 11, we sure do. Would you like to try and dispel? We'll see if Nagash there or the Necromancer is in range. So, none of the Legion Nagash wizards were in range, and they're not in range of any of our wizards, so Spell Portal has gone from there to there, sitting on the objective. It's within 18 inch of all his units, so we can now try and cast Word of Pain through them. So let's go. Word of Pain on a 9. That's going to cast as well. And we're going to put that on the Grimghast Reapers. So they're going to take D3 mortal wounds to begin with for 1. And they're going to be -1 to hit. Then last spell, we're going to use our Secretive Warlock here, our General. He's going to use Mystic Shield on the unit, on the Black Dragon actually. So over there. So Mystic Shield goes off on a 7 as well. So Mystic Shield off on the Dreadlord on Black Dragon. It's going to be it for the hero phase. We'll go into the Cities of Sigmar movement phase for turn 1 and come back after all of that's done. Alright, so that's the end of the movement phase for Cities of Sigmar with the Dread Spears up here. And we've got the Scourge Runner Chariots behind them, Sorceress just behind the unit that she's going to sacrifice eventually. Dreadlord and Black Dragon, the General and the Sorceress here all sort of remain in the backfield. The Charybdis moves up along with the Scourge Privateers in the front, claiming the far left objective. We've then got the shooting unit of Blackout Corsairs behind there and a unit of Aether Wings claiming our home objective. Meanwhile, a unit of Aether Wings moves up and claims the objective on the far right. We're going to go see if anything is in shooting range, and then if not, we'll move into the Legions of Nagash turn 1. It's going to be the end of the turn for Cities of Sigmar. We're going to score 1-2 over there from the Aether Wings, 1 at the back there, and another 2 over here thanks to Blackout Corsairs, putting us on 5 victory points at the end of turn 1. Let's go into Legion of Nagash turn 1. Cool. So 7, we're using Soul Stealer from Lord Nagash himself over into the front unit of Blackout Corsairs. I don't think we're going to have anyone in range. I'll just double check.
Roll 2d6 to exceed your bravery on that unit.
Yep, so their bravery is 7, I believe.
Come on.
No. 6 or 7, but either way, 3 is definitely not going to do it.
No go for that one.
Cool.
So that is 1 of Nagash's 8 spells. He does 3 plus an extra 5 when he's unwounded.
Awesome. So we got 1 down. I've got.
Let's pull out a d8.
Done. I'll put dice on here when we keep counting. So 1's done.
All right. So the skeletons there.
Yep. Mystic Shield. 6. That's going to go off.
Yep, that's off.
Just. Oh no, he's got his whole bunch of pluses and all that stuff. So
that'll be reroll saves of 1.
Yep.
Put a blue on that. Try to remember that.
2 of them.
Alright, what have I got 18 inches on that? I might see if I can get it on someone else.
I think you're only going to have it on the front units. Oh no,
yeah.
Buff on your own units?
Yeah, I can't reach any others of yours. I've only got 1 attacking spell at 24.
Awesome. Cool, that's it for the magic. Nagash unfortunately doesn't have any other spells. Oh, what about Van Hell's Dance Macabre from your Necromancer potentially?
Yeah.
Worth putting on. Don't forget that one. That's I believe it's a 6 or something to cast, if I remember.
Let me just pull it up. Oh my goodness. There was a lot of spells to scroll through. Here it is. It is a 6.
It is a 6.
On the skeletons.
Fails. Oh well. And so that's going to be the end of the hero phase for Legion of Nagash. We're going to go to movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. So, finishing up the movement phase for the Legion of Nagash. Nagash has just gone over there and decided to stand on a piece of terrain and look awesome. Skeletons have run, moving up into the centre. And we've got the undead on the other side with all the Night Haunt and the dogs claiming this objective. There's more of them in range than there are Scourge Privateers now. So, let's go into shooting. Alright, so Nagash is going to shoot at these birdies. So, he's got 1 shot with his Gaze Nagash. 3's to hit. Hits, 2's to wound. Wounds, it's going to go straight through, so do your damage against the Aether Wings. They're not getting a save.
D6.
3, so it's going to kill 1.5, I believe. So still going to be 2 of them. But we're going to have to take Battle Shock at the end of turn for them as well. Cool, so Nagash is actually going to declare a charge against the Aether Wings just because they have to die. They're on the objective, so 2d6, good sir.
Baby.
Yeah, 11. He's in. You know what? I'm going to make him roll against the Aether Wings because I have full faith that people can absolutely fluff rolls. So Nagash is going to attack first, obviously. So
let's go with the Alikant Ash with the staff. It's a hit. 2 to wound.
What damage does that do?
D6.
So roll 3+ and they're dead. 4, they're dead. Cool. Nagash gets the objective.
Not that it mattered, but that was snake 3.
Yeah.
So that's gone through.
Nagash went and killed some birdies. So we're going to go into the priority roll. Legion Nagash are going to score 5 as well. So let's go into priority in a sec. Roll off for priority. Unless, because you've got no charges to clear. So I got a 2, you got a 3, so you're going to get to pick who goes next.
Alright, we'll be going next.
Yeah. Cool, take the double. Legion Nagash turn 2 coming up. Hero phase start. Obviously we gain command points, so it's going to put you to what, 2, I think. And Nagash is going to start casting some magic. So this is going to be fun. Let's get some dice in preparation for trying to stop us dying. I've got 2 dispels over there. I can stop the Necromancer if I want with getting his Van Hell's Dance Macabre off. And we'll see what Nagash wants to do.
Alright, well let's first... invocation, is that...
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so I can use Invocation of Nagash at the start of the hero phase. That's to pick 5 summonable units and heal D3... No, 3 wounds straight up.
Yeah, Nagash just does it, so it's just going to...
bring back that Reaper.
Cool. Going to bring back the Grimgust Reaper that I killed. Now still -1 to hit though, which is good.
Yep.
It's a nice little debuff to have, getting double. Cool.
I'm going to go Overwhelming Dread on this front unit here.
Yep.
With the blades.
Yep, so Overwhelming Dread.
For a 5, that's a fail.
4, what pluses does he get to cast?
Oh, sorry.
Nagash does get a bunch of pluses, so I think he'll make it. I think it's like double 1s is all he fails in.
3+. Is
Yeah.
That there?
Yep, so that's his plus to cast.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Nagash will cast it. It'll only be casting a 7. What does Overwhelming Dread do?
So that is... Oh, it's a bravery. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for that unit and subtract 1 from bravery until my next hero phase.
I mean, you rolled a 7, so I've got a chance of stopping this one. You can have it though. I want to stop the damage spells more than debuff, so you can have that one. Right. So it's going to be 1 spell cast by Nagash.
So then we'll have a go at... I can't reach that. We'll start spamming some arcane bolts.
Cool. So first arcane bolt, double 1.
Snake
So
eyes.
that will still cast arcane bolt.
It will still cast.
Will still cast arcane bolt, but it'll only be a mortal wound. So I'll just keep a track of the mortal wounds that arcane bolts are going to do. So that's 2 spells cast. Another arcane bolt.
Yep, on the front unit. You want to reroll that or?
No, that's good.
So that's a 9.
Cool. You know what? I should have tried to stop the other one, but you can have that because that's going to be another mortal wound. It's still a 9. So it's going to be 3 spells cast.
We'll go 1 more and try and get that 10+. And there
Which
it is.
you do, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds this time. I can't even try to stop that. So D3 and 1 still.
Right, so that's 4.
So that's 4 cast and 3 mortal wounds on them. I'll remove them all after we've done all the magic, because I'm assuming you've still got the other spell, Soul Stealer, as well.
Soul Stealer.
Cool. Soul Stealer. That goes off. I've got no hope of dispelling that, so...
Does that get a bonus for a high roll?
Don't know.
If the roll's greater... If the roll is at least double bravery characteristic, it suffers D6 instead.
It's definitely not double my bravery characteristics.
What's your bravery?
I've at least got 6.
Yeah, but that's a 14.
Okay. I will double check my bravery.
Feeling it?
Yeah, so D6 mortals, go for it. Awesome, 4. So it's going to be another 4 mortal wounds and another spell cast.
Is that 5?
Don't you have to roll a 2d6 to get... Oh no, the spell has to be over my bravery, does it not? 3 spells left for big old Nagash. Doesn't need to cast
How many wounds are on there?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many do you get?
It doesn't matter, you got to wipe me out because I'm just going to spam a command point regardless. I've got so many command points that I'm going to make them immune to battle shock.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I've got 6 at the moment, so
yeah,
you got to kill them.
Alright, well let's go. More bolts.
Another arcane bolt.
9.
That's a 9. Alright, you know what? Let's try and stop this. That one looks beatable. It ain't. Another.
So that's 1.
Another mortal wound and another cast. And go
More
again.
bolts.
6. Should have saved it for that one, but that's another mortal wound and another spell. So he's got 1 cast left.
9.
9, another mortal wound.
We're expecting a few more 10s, what with the plus 3.
Yeah, a double 1 is the one I should have cast. I don't know why I did not use my Dispel on that. So you've just got your Necromancer left, which of course is going to try Van Hels, and I'm going to try and stop that with my other Dispel.
Yeah. Was that a 6 to roll it?
Yep, so that's an 8. So I'm going to try and stop it with a 9. Stop it.
Brutal.
So no Van Hels, that's good for me.
That is good.
That's going to be the end of the hero phase though for Legion of Nagash, so we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. So in the movement phase, Grimghast Reapers, Wolves, Chain Rasp have all moved up on the left hand flank, getting ready for some charges. Meanwhile on the right hand flank, the Skeletons actually ran, they're just screening off Nagash, making sure that nothing nasty can happen to the Lord of Undeath. I mean, if he gets lost, it's a serious blow. You're going to move your Necromancer at the back at all. Just do that.
He's got 5. He might need to run, actually.
Awesome. Just double checking that.
Cool. So that'll be 10.
Awesome, cool. So the Necromancer is just going to move up to be in a much more advantageous position.
Actually, yeah. You better stick with these guys.
Yeah. So let's go into shooting, because we do have some. Nagash might be in range or something, I guess. Maybe. And if not, we'll go straight into charges. Cool. So Nagash isn't in range to cast his gaze. He's just out. So we're going to go into some charges. Well, let's start with, I guess, the Grimghast or the Dogs or the Chain Rasp, whatever you want.
We'll start with the Reapers, I reckon.
Reapers, 2d6. They need anything but double 1s is pretty much going to get you in at the moment.
Anything's possible.
9.
Yeah.
Cool. They're going to get in. We'll come back after their pile-in. So next charge, what do you want to charge first? Chain Rasp or the Dogs?
The Dogs will come up.
Yeah, good choice, because otherwise the Chain Rasp can fly where they need to. The Dogs can't.
Yeah, look, if things go well, maybe the Chain Rasp can get the softened up unit in the front there.
Yep.
But I want to get these guys up on the plinth.
Cool. So the Dogs, 4, so that's going to get them just in. So they're literally just going to run forward.
Right, so
this is what we're looking like so far. Chain Rasp surrounding those poor Dreadspears. Dogs have charged up. The Chain Rasp making the last of the charges. So let's see what they get. Anything but double 1s. 5. It's a decent charge. We'll come back seeing how they get in. Pretty much I think they're just going to go straight forward. And so the Chain Rasp finish up like this. So we're going to go into the first combat. Who are you going to pick to fight first?
we're going to clean up with the Reapers over here.
Yep, so they are -1 to hit, but they are re-rolling hits if they target the Dreadspears because they've got 5 or more models. So it's going to be a lot of attacks, but as always, we make people roll because, as you've seen on the channel, some people roll really badly, mostly me, but you know, hopefully it happens to someone else one day.
So,
Grimghast Reapers, 29 attacks into the Dreadspears. We are...
Reroll?
Yeah, you can re-roll that one. So we're needing, what, 4s or 5s now? Because what do you naturally hitting on?
Forget. No, 3s.
3s, so 4s to hit now, re-rolling. Thanks to Word of Pain. I got told a nasty word.
So...
And re-rolling hits because they're nasty ghosts. On that one it was mostly 2, so Word of Pain didn't do anything to the re-rolls.
another 6 there.
Cool, another 6 hits. So now we're going to wounding.
Yep.
Cool, wounding on 3s. Oh, that's a pretty
Do you want
good
to
roll.
4s? Or are these just hit rolls?
Yeah, just hit rolls up with a negative, so... oh, that's a pretty good roll.
That should be enough, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I do have a decent save, so I'll make the armor save. -1 with Grimghast?
Yes, but they are 2 damage. Oh, no. That's the other one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'll come back with my saves. So, 16 saves, -1, so my 4 up goes to a 5 up. That is not a good roll. I passed 2, so 14 wounds. They are dead as dead can be. So, we're going to go with the Black Art Corsairs here. They've had the command ability put on them, so they're going to be +1 attack, and I'm also going to put the command ability to give them reroll 1s to hit as well. So, they're going to be hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. We'll go with this lot here first into the Direwolves. First weapon here is going to be 4s to hit, rerolling 1s. That's all the 1s. So 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far. And we'll do the other weapon as well. 9 so far, and then 4s to hit again. Much better. Re-rolling 1s. Wound on the other weapon for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6.
15.
So 15 in total. No rend at all.
So 5 up.
5 up. Ooh, so it's going to be.
Hang on. I'm re-rolling for the 1s, yeah?
Yep. So we've got 1, 2, and a half dead so far. Those 1s will pass. And then re-roll those.
That's a lot of 1s.
A lot of luck there. So 5s again. That's not enough because it's going to be another 5 wounds. So it's going to be 10. Wipes the dogs out.
Oh, just
Wipes them out. And now we'll go with the other half of the unit into the chain rasps. So we also have 12 guys into the chain rasps. So the champion is over there though. He hits on 3s. Both of his attacks with the first weapon hit. And then we'll go through the attacks with the others on the first weapon hitting on 4s. So 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s. That's it, just 2. Bring it back. And 4s to wound. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far. And then we'll start all over again. Champion hitting on 3s with the other weapon, re-rolling 1s. Doesn't hit anything. Apparently he's too focused on the other weapon. 4s to hit with the other weapon, re-rolling 1s. There's a few 1s this time. So re-roll these 1s. Wound. That's not, oh wow, that's not bad. That's 5. Cool. So it's going to be 14 saves to make on the chain rasp.
14.
Cool, 14 saves on the chain rasp.
Re-rolling 1s from Supreme Lord of Decades.
What's their armor save normally?
5. It's not great.
Cool.
It's 1, 2 saved.
3 I think in there in the middle too.
Yeah.
No 1. And then re-rolling the 1s. There's a few 1s there to re-roll, which is nice.
And that's...
So
these are wounds.
yep. Count them all up later. Re-rolls though.
Play that or re-roll it?
That's fine.
It's
2
more.
So 3. How many have we lost? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
9 it is.
9 it is. Cool. So now it's your turn to pick someone to fight. You've only got the chain rasp left, so they'll go back into the privateers. So the chain rasp attacking back now. 11 attacks. So what do they hit on?
Way too much.
I think it'll be like 4s or 5s probably.
4s.
4s and 4s. Cool. So
Oh, hang on. 2 attacks. What am I doing?
oh, 2 attacks. Cool. We almost did that roll. Come back with the proper attack
That's
numbers.
why you make it.
So re-roll 1s to hit though,
Hang on.
because they get Legion and Nagash. They get Nagash's
that's
command
correct.
trait.
I'm just realising the...
Cool. So this is what we have. So we get to re-roll 1s to hit.
Get these hits out. It's a re-roll.
Cool.
Dead.
And there's a hit so far.
Hits.
Re-rolling 1s. Thanks to Nagash's command trait.
Still pretty ordinary.
That's another
It's
3.
something.
It's another 3 in there. That's, I mean, statistically, that's what you should have rolled there.
Yep.
So we'll come back with wounding. And 4s to wound. That's a pretty darn good roll by my looks.
A lot of 6s. Pity there's no bonus on them.
Yeah. What's that? 5, 6, 7. Cool. 7 armor saves coming up.
Not bad. 7 from...
7 armor saves on the course says we have a 5 up armor save. Oh, that's not bad. Save 4 of them. Anything you can do, I can do better apparently with rolling. So 3 will die. Cool.
1 damage, of course.
Yep. So 3 Corsairs drop. I've probably still got some pile-ins to do. Before we do anything though, extra attack from the Dreadwarden. No, misses. Cool. That's that. So we're going to go with the Scourge Runner chariots into the Grimghast Reapers. The riders, so the crew all hitting on 4s. That's a miss because that's one of the old dice.
That's not bad. And 4s. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So that's 2. Just keep them to the side for now because the horses do the exact same. Just a different way to get there.
So just the 2?
2 so far, yeah.
So far.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then the horses, 4s to hit. That's not bad. Apparently horses better than riders. Always the way. 5s to wound though. And actually did better with 3. So what's that? That's 5 altogether. 5 armor saves. Horses did better than riders. This is how this works.
That's why you bring cavalry.
Yeah.
Now, what am I rolling on?
So 4 up save, re-rolling 1s. Reroll at 1, so 1 dies at least. 1 dies.
1.
And then my next pile-in, I'll go with the Sorceress, because you've got no pile-ins left. So might as well go with the Sorceress, because it is my turn next, so which means I can retreat her if she doesn't want to be there. So she's got 1 attack, 4 to hit. She hits, 3 to wounds. She wounds, rend, but you ignore it, so your 4 up save, fine. And that's going to be it. The Charybdis is just out of range, unfortunately. So that's going to be it. Battle Shock I will have for the Scourge Privateers in the middle there. However, I'm going to use Command Point and ignore that. So it's going to leave me on 3 command points. I do think the Chain Rust will have to take a Battle Shock test though.
No, they're immune to Battle Shock because of my command ability.
Yeah, yeah, nope. Completely forgot about that. Nagash is on the table, so they don't care.
He does need to use that command ability in order for that to count, but yeah.
Yeah, he's used the command ability, they don't care. So, no Battle Shock for this turn, and we'll go into Scourge Privateers turn 2. So, looking at this objective, there's actually some more Scourge Privateers in range now, so they're not going to get that one for Legion of Nagash, but they're going to get their back objective, and of course the objective that Nagash is sitting on where he killed the poor birds. Big man Nagash killing birds. So they're going to get 3, putting them on 8 victory points. So hero phase begins. I gain a command point, putting me back up to 4, and then on a 4+, I'm going to gain another one from my adjutant, which I don't this turn. So just going to be on 4 command points. So start of the magic phase, we're going to try it. She's going to cast Vitriolic Spray. The reason this works is because it actually changes the characteristic, not modifying the save itself. So 8 to cast, goes off on an 8. The Necromancer over there is in range, so he needs a 9.
Come on, baby. There it is.
10, stopped it. That is big, because otherwise they were in a world of pain. So, that's that. We're then going to cast Word of Pain on them. So, that goes off on a 9. So that's going to be, you can't stop that. Oh, well, actually, no.
He only gets
Yeah,
1.
Nagash isn't in range of her, so he's only in range of the Fleet Master there. So, double checking. Nope, Nagash is in range, so he's got a chance to do a 10, is what he needs to throw on the dice.
And he should be +3 to unbind.
So,
8,
9, 10, 11. Stopped. We'll then use Sap Strength from the Fleet Master, which doesn't go off on a 3. So, no magic went off. That stop of Vitriolic Spray was big. Alright, so movement. The dragon's moved over to the flank here. He's getting ready to breathe some nasty poison breath on those Grimghasts. Sorceress, she of course retreated. She's not dumb. Charybdis here has moved over, getting ready to charge. And we've moved all these guys up to make sure they're in range to absolutely blast those chain rusts. Meanwhile, the Aether Wings have just come over here, just protecting them for when we can use them later. So let's go into shooting. Cool, so we're going to shoot with the dragon first, just because we don't want him to be able to remove any models. So 7 models are in range of his Noxious Breath, 6 ups, do mortal wounds. Do 1. Statistically, what I should have done. So 1 Grimghast Reaper gets killed by poisonous fumes somehow. I guess it's so vile it even melts ghosts. So the chariots also have to go into the Grimghast Reapers because they're in combat with them. So Sergeant's going to hit on 2s. Both hit. The other 2 will hit on 3s with their harpoons. So 2. The Sergeant did roll 1-6, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds and just go straight through. And then these wound on 3s. All 3 wounds. So these 3 you need to make armor saves on. Normal -1, but obviously 4 up save for your Nighthaunt. Failed 2. So it's going to be Yep. Reroll. No, still fail.
That's
So 3d3 of those Grimghasts are going to die, which is going to be 3, 4, 5 of them are going to drop. So then the crossbows as well. So we're going to shoot the first crossbow sergeant. He hits on 4s. 2 hits. And the other 2 hit on 5s with their crossbows. Another 2 hits. Then we got 4 dice to wound with. So 4s to wound. 1. So 1 armor save, 1 damage. Fine on a 4-up. Cool. So now we're going to go into that giant blob of Corsairs and remove those chain rusts from the table. So all of those Black Corsairs are in range of the chain rust. That means we're going to have 80 shots. So the sergeant hits on +1. So he's going to be hitting on, what are we, 5s normally, 4s because plus unit size, and then 3s for the sergeant. So 3s for him. He hits once. And then the other 78 dice hitting on 4s. Okay, we might need a bigger area to roll in. We'll work this out. So, wounding on 4s. So, we'll count up how many wounds. It's not the best roll. So, 18 saves to make.
Oh!
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Reroll those 2.
Yeah.
So, you got 2 dice to reroll. So, we'll count up how many are dead. So, worked out. 7 chain rust die. That's a pretty good roll. So, they're still there. Meaning those Corsairs are stuck, unfortunately.
I'll just do this menu.
So, charges next. Charybdis is going to charge. And if you've got double 1, he got a 6, so he jumps in there. Bam. And then the Dreadlord on Black Dragon. So, charging 8. And we'll work out his charge and come back with his charge. As soon as the Dreadlord on Black Dragon finishes a charge, though, his jutting bones means he does D3 mortal wounds to whatever he charges. So, 2 mortal wounds, so 2 dead Grimghast Reapers from his jutting bones.
Oh, I've got more.
So we're going to go with the Dreadlord on Black Dragon first into the Grimghast Reapers, sorry. So he's going to use his Exile Blade first. He's got 6 attacks with the weapon. We're going to use a command point to give him reroll 1s to hit. So he's going to have 3s to hit with his Exile Blade, rerolling 1s. Nothing, wow. And then 4s to wound, wanting 6s though, as they do D3 mortals. So 2 6. So 3 armor saves to make. Sorry, 2 armor saves, but either way. No. So 2 are going to die so far, but then you're also going to take 2d3 mortals for another 3. So 5 are going to drop. So we're then going to go with his Fearsome Jaws, 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Wow. 2 missed, 1 hit. And 2 to wounds, -2, but you ignore that. So 1 4-up save to make. This is going to be D6 damage.
Done.
Save. 6 attacks from his Voracious Claws. So 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. All hit.
Roll.
And 3s to wound. It's 4 armor saves. These are 2 damage each. So 6 more are going to drop. So, cool.
Forced to hit, re-rolling 1s. So that's
no, you have 1-1. And so it meant to be. So, wounding. Wounding on 4s? No, 3s.
3s, yeah.
So, what do we got?
2. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm re-rolling 1s.
No. So, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I need to save 2 of these to not have a chariot die. I got 6 wounds each. So, -1. So, I need to roll 2 6s here to stop a chariot dying, which I do. So, no chariots die, but one's copped 5 wounds. So, we're going to spend a command point, give them all an extra attack, making sure those chain rasps are going to die. So, 11 attacks times by 2 for the first weapon. So, hitting on 3s. No, still 4s, because you've still got your debuffs on me. So, still 4s. So, it's only going to be 4 so far. So, 4 so far. And the other weapon needing 4s to hit. And 5s to wound. Well, it's just going to add another one, so it's only going to be 5. They could survive here.
They could.
There's 4 of them, so you need to pretty much fail everything for me. Which, yeah, you do.
Oh, that's a 6, sorry.
6. Reroll that 1, though. If this passes, a dude's left? No. So it's going to be the 4 that are there.
Oh, no.
Dead. Just.
Just.
Good thing I spent that command point. I was umming and ahhing whether I needed to.
Might be a good thing I can bring that back.
Yeah.
Because I could probably heal the Reapers and then bring these guys back with Endless Legions.
We'll see what happens. I could get a double potentially as well. So we're going to activate the Charybdis next because we don't want him to be able to pull out of range. So the Charybdis first attack, he's got 6 attacks with his Fang Tentacles. So he hits on 4s. That's not bad. No 6s on do anything, and then wounds on 3s. 1. Typical Charybdis. Fine. He's then got 2 attacks with his clawed forelimbs, 3s. And 3s. Nothing. Very typical Charybdis doing absolutely nothing here. D6 attacks with his tail, 3 attacks, 4s to hit, and 2s to wound. 2, no range. Kills 2 with his tail.
Oh, why do 1s keep re-rolling as 1?
And then the handlers, 4s, nothing. So 2 die from the Charybdis.
Alright, there's 2 on the end.
Goddamn, he is useless. And then we go the chariots next. So 4s to hit with the riders. And 4s to wound with the riders. That's more like it. 5 wounds from the riders. No range or anything. So 5.
Oh.
Killed another one. Yep, killed 1 more.
That's the 3rd in a row.
3rd one rerolled into a 1 in the row. And then we've got the horses needing 4s to hit. That's not bad, horses. That's really good.
Just finish them so I can summon them over here.
I'm hoping I sort of don't kill him this turn. And then 5s to wound. Yeah, I'm not going to kill him. 4. Good. I am going to kill...
Watch this.
Into a 1.
Hey, 4
That's
in a
4
row.
in a row. So how many was that? 4 killed by horses. Apparently horses kill ghosts really well. Better than giant dragon monsters.
When the ability said...
So that's going to be the end of the turn. So I'm going to score 3 victory points as well, putting the game at 8-8 going into the priority roll for turn 3. So let's do this. Priority. I'm going to get a 1, so I can't possibly get a double turn. You get to pick the turn order.
I will be going.
Cool. Going into Legion Nagash, turn 3. Even when he rolls off camera, it's still a 1.
This one, unfortunately, doesn't get a reroll. Well, let's just see what it would have
It's going to be a 1.
Yeah.
Of course, the one time you don't actually have a reroll, it's going to be a 6. You're a reroll.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So then we have Invocation of Gash, which is up to 5 different summonable units. 3 wounds.
Yeah, so the only unit on the table, so you're going to get 3 more Gringotts Reapers back from that as well.
These guys up.
I think
There's no damage to the skeletons, so that...
Go into some magic time. I wonder what spells Nagash is going to cast this turn. We'll go over there with some dice. Yeah. So Van Hell's Dance Macabre fails to cast with the Necromancer.
Again.
I mean, that's good for me. I'm glad that spell didn't go off. So I've still got 2 dispels left. Both these wizards here are in range of Nagash to try and dispel, as futile as that may be. Nagash is actually going to cast Mystic Shield on the skeletons because he's only got 1 command point at the moment, and he wants to use that to bring back the unit of Chain Rafts. So we're going to have to actually manually cast Mystic Shield now.
For a 6, it's a
9, you can have it. I mean, I'm so used to fighting death with rerolled 1s to their saves. What difference does it make?
Alright, so they are shielded.
So he's got 1 cast.
Counting the spells.
Yep.
On... this is 2 units here, isn't it?
Yep, so you've got the combat unit at the front and the shooting unit behind.
Let's get it on the shooting unit first.
Cool. So it's
9.
9
So that
plus
goes off.
on his... That
12.
Yeah, that puts it up to 12. I can't stop it.
No.
So now you got to roll over my bravery. Oh no, it's if it casts over my bravery, isn't it?
So you...
Cool. So that went off. So the shooting unit is now going to be -1 to hit and -1 bravery. That's going to be important because that means those crossbows are hitting on 6s or 5s if they remain above 15 models. Cool. Soul Stealer on the combat unit. Let's go for it.
6.
That's gone. It puts it above a 12. I can't possibly stop it.
So that is...
Now I've got to roll 2d6 for Soul Stealer. It's got to be above my bravery. 5 doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't even go above my base bravery.
Oh no.
So that's not going to do anything, I believe.
Bolts.
Arcane Bolt spam coming up. First one. 6. That goes to an 8.
9.
9. So you know what? That's at the level where I can potentially try and stop it. So let's try. Need a 10 on dice. No, goes off. So it's 1 mortal wound. We'll put that to the side. That's a spell cast.
1. Yep.
1 and 1.
More bolts.
More arcane bolts. That's a I'll try my second dispel. So that means I need an 11 on dice. Oh, so close.
Wow.
It's going to be 1 and 1.
So that's D3. That's 2.
One more over there. So that's 3 dead so far. These are sorry, which unit are these going on, by the way? The combat or the shooting?
Combat.
The combat unit?
Yeah.
Cool.
I wanted to debuff the shooters and attack the combat.
Easy.
So how many we got left?
So 3?
Yeah.
So you just go through the motions now.
8.
So that's another wound.
11.
11, so it's D3.
1.
And last one.
7.
So
Does go off.
So
You're
it's
not doing it?
6, it's 6 wounds. So it's another mortal wound. So it's going to be 6 mortal wounds in total on the combat unit. We'll remove the models. So that's the end of hero phase then. We're going to go into movement phase and we'll come back at the end of the movement phase because I believe he's going to summon something as well, potentially. He's got 1 command point that he saved for that. So we'll do all the movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. So movement's all done. Nagash here looking awesome standing on top of terrain. He likes doing that. And we've summoned the chain rasp behind here. Sort of a little bit bottlenecked, but they have to be just how the terrain and stuff is. The skeletons have moved up, and obviously the Grimghast Reapers can't move because they're locked in combat with the chariots. So we've got a bit of shooting because Nagash is going to use his gaze and Nagash. And then we'll go into all the charges after his shot. Cool, so gaze and Nagash. Who's he shooting at, the combat unit or the shooting unit?
Combat unit.
Combat unit, so 3s to hit. Misses.
My god.
Charge with the skeletons, so 7. Cool. That's going to get them in.
Yep.
We'll come back with their charge.
Charges, they can't do
So
squat.
charges, chain rasp here, and the skeletons have both charged. Really cool sort of, you know, cinematic as the skeletons charge on the front and then all of a sudden ghosts jump in on the side. Pretty cool looking in my books. So we'll go into combat. I'm pretty sure he's going to pick those skeletons to attack first. So, skeletons are going to attack. There's 20 in range. So, go for it. What are you needing to hit?
Oh, hang on, they're getting extra this range.
Yep, so 5 to hit with spears. Done.
Done. So,
We'll come back once we've picked all these out. So, 4s to wound now. This is not bad because I'm just so glad Van Hels did not go off.
and the bottleneck.
So we've got 15 saves to make, 5 ups. We saved a few. 4, 5. Cool. Gonna lose 10 of them. The privateers there, we're gonna get 10 of them in. We've got 1 attack each. They're gonna be 4s because they are -1 and +1 at the same time. So go back to 4s to hit. That's not too shabby, but 5s to wound. Shooting unit does get the worst combat weapon. It's going to be 2 saves on the chain rasp. Going to kill 2 chain rasp there. Awesome. Cool. So, chain rasp are going to attack the shooting unit back. There are 9 of them, I think we said, in range.
Yeah, so
It's going to be what?
9, 12.
18 attacks, 4s to hit.
5s, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, I think they're 5 and 4. No, 4 and 4.
4 and 4 for the chain rasp. They don't have crappy spears. And 4s to wound.
Cool, not too bad on the second roll.
That's 5. Cool. I'm going to take 5 saves. 5 up. Oh, save 3. Cool. 2 of them drop. So we've got 10 of these Scourge Privateers with combat weapons in the front. So their first weapon, they're not -1 to hit now. So they are going to be still 4s because they're under 15 now, unfortunately. So. And then 4s with the first weapon. So there's going to be 4 so far. And the second weapon, going 4s to hit. And 5s to wound. For another 2 wounds in total.
So how many is that?
It's going to be 6 in total.
6, okay, so I'm 5 up.
5 up.
Rerolling ones.
No 1, so it's just going to be 4 dead. Well, 6 up after save, actually.
Yeah.
So 6 up death save.
No.
No, so 4 skeletons drop. So next up, we're going to have 7 chain rasps going into the chariots here. Not chain rasps, Grimghast Reapers. I mean, they're all ghosty things. Who's first? They are needing
4.
4s to hit.
It's a good roll.
Yeah, it's not bad. And wounding on
3s.
3s. Wow, that's a...
Oh.
So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So this is probably going to kill one of the chariots now. So 6 ups. That's actually going to kill 2 of them.
Oh wow.
2 of the chariots are going to drop. Now,
On 3 and 3. Come on, baby. No.
no, doesn't work. Cool. So 2 chariots are going to die because one was only left on a wound with 7 damage done.
They were.
So we're going to go to the Dreadlord on Black Dragon next. He's got his Exile Blade to start with. 3s to hit. All hit this time. Good, good. And then 4s to wound. We're looking for 6s though. So that is 2 wounds. Or 4 wounds. And going to be 2d3 mortals on top of that. 4 armor saves. Oh,
nice.
saved them all. But you are going to take 2d3 mortals thanks to the Venom Fang Blade. So you're going to lose 4 Grimghast already. Up for the dragon, he's got his Voracious Jaws. 3 attacks. 2 hit. And 2 wounds. 2 armor saves.
Come on.
Save them both.
More saves.
And then he's got his claws as well. Oh, that's not great. 3 hits. And 3s.
Ooh.
2. Fail them both, please. No, save them both. They are going to live. Well, I didn't actually kill any, so the chariot's probably going to be able to pile in. So the chariot got to pile in because the dragon fluffed its lines. So riders, 4s, 2 hits, and 4s, 1. Watch the rider kill 1.
Hey.
Yeah, killed 1. And then the horses, come on horses, 4s to hit, all hit. Come on, 5s to wound horses, 2 armor saves. Can the horses get them? And they do. So, just so you all know your fantastical beasts and which ones to take into battle with you, horses over dragon is how this works. So, end of turn 3 for Legion Nagash. We've got to count up this objective, although I do think I'm still going to control it. We'll count this one up. So, counting up, this does remain in Cities of Sigmar hands, and so Legion Nagash are going to get 3 victory points for controlling those 2 back there. We're now going to go into Cities of Sigmar, turn 3. So, start of the hero phase, we're going to gain a command point, putting us up to 3, and then on a 4+, we're going to gain another one from the adjutant, which we don't. Doesn't get another one this time. So, we're on 3 command points. Start of the hero phase, though, we're going to try and dispel the Umbral Spell Portal. So, got rid of that. So, the Umbral Spell Portal will disappear.
Not both.
Both of them will go.
Sounds good.
So he's now going to cast Umbral Spell Portal instead. So now we're going to try and cast the Umbral Spell Portal out, which we don't with a 5, so fails to cast. Doesn't go off. However, she's then going to cast Word of Pain on the skeletons, making them -1 to hit. Which she doesn't as well. Fails that as well. Wow, my magic's terrible. Alright, let's go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. The movement phase would have done well. We've run the Aether Wings and they're going to claim the back objective for me, getting a valuable 4 points. The dragon and the chariot coming over into the center to hopefully get into the battle. The dragon's not going to be able to make much impact this turn, but hopefully I can get a double after and he can really come into it. The Charybdis, though, going to move, and then we're also going to move these guys as well. just up to put a few more shots into the chain rasp. And just keep all our little retinues of characters behind. And now let's go into some shooting. So 5 of the privateers are in range of the chain rasp over there. So we're going to hit on 5. It's not too shabby. And then wound on 4s. 3. No rend. Not that you care about rend anyway. So 3 chain rasp are going to drop from them. Scourge Runner Chariot's going to shoot into the chain rasp as well. So he's going to use his harpoon. Ravager harpoon hits. And then wounds once. And D3 damage for 2. And he's got his crossbows as well, hitting on 4s because he's the champ. And then 4s to wound. 1 more, no rend. Another one drops. So the Blackout Corsairs are going to go into the chain rasps. We're needing, we are -1, but we're +1, so we're needing 4. We're not rolling in the dice tray because, you know, there's too many dice now. And 4s to wound. That's a pretty good roll by my looks.
It's all 4s.
21 saves needed. 5 ups.
Yeah.
That's a decent roll.
Might get there. Don't know. There's not many left.
You get your 6 up save after as well.
Oh, that's correct. That is correct.
So 6s.
Come on, baby. No shield on these guys. Just the same.
So another 1. So it's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them are going to drop.
I think that's all of them.
So the dragon's out of range to do any shooting, so that's going to take us to charges. We're going to charge with the Charybdis. So he's going to charge 9. He's going to get in. Combat phase. So we're actually going to start with the combat unit first because they're in the most danger from dying. So we're going to try and take as many skeletons with us as possible. We're going to put the command ability on them. That's going to give them all +1 attack for the combat unit. Right, so attacks for the privateers into the skeleton. Sergeant, he's hitting on 3s. Both hit. The rest of the unit hitting on 4s with their first weapon. It's not bad. 4s to wound. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. On 3s. On hit. And the rest of the unit hitting on 4s. Hitting on 5s with a secondary weapon though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 11 armor saves needed in total. And 5 ups.
Yep.
So
that's terrible. It's 1.
1, and then the rest 6 ups for your deathless minions.
No.
Not 1, so it's going to be 10 of them dropping. That's going to mean you lose an attack, I think.
Yes, it is. I've already got a couple down. I think.
Yeah, because I've already killed a couple, so that, yeah, cool. That's a good result for the privateers there. Next, 4 of them attacking into the shooting unit.
What was I?
4s to hit with the chain rasp. 4 hits, 4s to wound. 1. 5 up save. Failed it. Well, at least they killed something.
Technical victory.
We'll take 1 of them away. We'll then go to the Charybdis and we'll show those chain rasp their insolence of their ways. Or not, because, you know, it's a Charybdis and they are terrible. So, Fanged Maw and Tentacles, 4s to hit. See? And then 3s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds this time. No rends, these are damage to each. So, fail both of these, you're dead. Oh, I failed 1, so killed 2 so far. Clawed 4 limbs, 3 attacks. 2 attacks, both missed though. D6 attacks for my tail for 3. 4s to hit. Oh, all hit. 2s to wound with the tail. Oh, 3, no rend.
Hey!
Saved them all though. And the handlers, can the handlers kill them? 4s. They both hit. 4s.
Come on.
They both wounds. Oh, there's 1 chain rasp left alive. But he's going to get ganked for those privateers. I would not want to be that ghost.
Oh, do I get another 6er?
Actually, yeah. No. 6 up save fails to save him as well. So, yeah, I would not want to be in that chain rush. He's going to die in a second. But first, we've got the skeletons to attack. And they've dropped an attack. Privateers did just enough to stop that. 5s to hit. And we'll just roll that one. Oh, yeah, we'll count that. Doesn't matter.
Trying to pick it up and drop it.
We'll come back with what we picked out. So, and forced to wound though.
Eesh, it's not good either.
It's not terrible, but not the best. So that was 7 wounds from 64 dice. That's not the best rolling. So we've got 5 up saves on the privateers. And we just rolled 3, so only 4 of them are going to drop. That's not too bad for us. So 4 privateers will die. So the shooting unit has piled in. We've got 10 attacks into the chain rasp and 5 attacks into the skeletons. So into the chain rasp, we are needing 4s to hit. Pick the dice up when I can. And 5s to wound. So 2 armor saves on that chain rasp. Is he alive? No. No. He's dead. And then 5 attacks into the skeletons. So 4s and 5s. 2 saves into the skeletons, 5 ups. 6 up death save, of which we should have done them for the chain rasp as well. So roll 2 dice for your chain rasp. If they're both 6s, he lives. They're not, but so he's still dead, and another 2 skellies die as well.
Which brings me to no.
So end of the turn, we're going to score 4, 5, 6, 7 victory points, and that's going to take us up to 15. If cities get the turn, this could be very bad for legions and Nagash. So priority, I've got a 6. You need a 6. You don't. I'm going to take it to put some real big score pressure on you. So, cities of Sigmar, hero phase, we're going to gain a command point, putting us up to 3. And then on a 4+, we're going to get another one. Which I don't, again, it's not been a very good adjutant. Like, she's not advising my general very well. So let's go into some magic. So we're going to start by casting Umbral Spell Portal with the sorceress at the back. That doesn't go off on a 7. Oh, wait, no, Spell Portal does, I believe, go off on a 7. Double check. So you're going to try and dispel. So you need to show 4 on dice, I believe, with Nagash to try and dispel, which he does easily. So I'm then going to put Word of Pain on the skeletons. We'll try to anyway. That goes off on an 8.
So he can unbind. 9.
Yep, so that's stop. And then I'll do Sap Strength on the skeletons as well then. Doesn't go off. And that's going to be it for my hero phase, so let's go into some movement and we'll come back after all of that. So, Dreadlord on Black Dragon, he's going to roll 10 dice into the skeletons. 6s do mortal wounds to them. Not just breath. 1 mortal wound. So 1 6-up save. No, one of them gets melted by his breath. So then we've got the shots coming in from these privateers here at the back. They're shooting into the skeletons as well. So Sergeant, he hits on 4s. And the rest hit on 5s.
That's a fair few. You seem to get a lot of 6s with these dice.
You say that, and then go watch every other battle report.
Those are the numbers. It's not for me.
Yeah. We are using cock dice tonight, apparently. Been rolling really well. And then 4s to wound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto the skellies. So 6 armor saves. They will be 5-up armor saves because, and then 6-up deathless minion. So 3 skeletons will die from that shooting. Right, so the big unit's about to shoot. They're going to go into the skeletons. So we are going to be, what are we? 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. See how many that is. So 16 armor saves to make, 5-ups. You passed 3, I think. And then 6-up deathless minion saves. So what is that? Another 1, so it's going to be 2. So it's that's going to be 11 dead.
Yep.
Ouch.
Coming in.
So the chariot over there is going to shoot into the necromancer. He can see him. So the Ravager Harpoon hitting on 2s because it's the champ. So both hit. Wound on 3s. 1. -1. Nah, goes through. So D3 damage to him so far. For 2. So got to roll really well with the crossbow to actually kill him. And I don't. 1 hit. No wounds. That's it. Just 2 damage on the necromancer. And we're going to go into charges. So Black Dragon's going to charge. So let's see what he gets. He's got a 7. That's more than enough. So let's see where he ends up. So the Black Dragon ends up here, and we're going to start with him in the combat phase. But first, he's going to do D3 mortal wounds as his Jutting Bones charge. So D3 mortals onto the skellies for 3. So 3 deathless minion saves. You've got 3 6-up saves first.
Yeah.
So 3 deathless minion saves.
Nope.
None, as they will get smashed by the Dragon's Jutting Bone impact.
Get out of there, mate.
And now we're going to go into combat phase proper, and we will select the dragon to fight first. So Venom Fang Blade to start with his Exile Blade, needing 4 3s to hit. Sorry, 5 hits.
Great dice.
But then needing 4s to wound. Only 1 wound. No rend at all. Damage 1. Goes through though. Kills 1. Oh, 6-up deathless minions. No, still kills 1. The dragon, however. So we're going to be 3s to hit, 4s to hit. Sorry, all hit, and 3 to wound. 2 wounds, -2, so it's just going to ignore your armor save. So 2d6 damage.
Oh, yeah.
For 8. So 8 deathless minion saves.
Oh dear. That's unlikely. 4, 6, 8. Come on.
Show him some dice. He's saved 1, 7. So that's going to be the
There's
unit
only
1.
5 left.
It's going to be then wiped. So that's going to be end of combat. And we'll count up victory points. Alright, so we've done a bit of working out just how the table is now. Nagash was here. He's going to score 3 points in his next turn, which is turn 4. But I'm going to counter that, which means we're going to go into turn 5 with an 11-point deficit. Even if he gets every objective on the table, it is impossible to score that many points in the game. And that means, obviously, I can't actually score any as well. I actually somehow have to be -2 points in the last turn, which
so
I
I
can't
have
be.
to table you with 1 unit in 1 turn.
Yeah, next
Highly
turn.
unlikely.
It's unlikely that anything's going to happen. It's also getting late for us, so that's going to be the game. Thank you very much for the game, mate. It's been a joy.
Oh, thank you.
And we will catch you all again real soon. Hope you enjoyed the game.
So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a really cool, fun battle report. I haven't played Legion of Nagash in a long time, and that was a ton of fun. Special shout out though to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. You're all fantastic. Thank you to our Sinful Guard Militia, Christian Weir, Soren, Philip Ward, and Chaos Spawn, and our Freakwood Regiment members, James and AJC. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. But back onto the battle report, definitely was a fantastic game. Can't wait to have another one against some Legion of Nagash again. And was really happy with how everything worked out. What was your favourite moment of the game, and how did you think the armies played out? But that's it for now. Don't forget, in the link description down below, you can find links to the Discord, Patreon, and our Twitch channel. All of that's in the description of the video. But stay safe, everyone. Stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.